Let's begin part two of the series on overcoming those fears that are holding us back in life, such as the biggest one, overcoming fear of death. And that fear of death anxiety that just keeps you imprisoned. So often we fear dying. We're terrified of death. I'm going to share a principle from the Course in Miracles that helps us cut through and understand why it's so important that we live a life of purpose in our everyday life, filled with passion and all the things that we want to do. I'm going to also explain a little bit about why mindfulness meditation is so helpful for moving forward and getting over those fears and getting the life that you want. Hey everyone, James Nussbaumer, and thanks for joining another episode of Everyday Miracles Moment on video. I just love these morning sessions. It just starts me off to a wonderful day. Let's talk more about begin letting go of the fear of death, perhaps, and start manifesting the life that you want. What does manifest mean? It means to create the life that you want, going within and bringing your dreams to reality. By the way, as you're listening to me, in the description area down below here at YouTube is an access link called Bring My Dreams to Reality. It gives you access to a free ebook with a video that comes with it on how to use the power of reflection. Some call it the power of attraction, to get over your fears and to actually manifest your dreams and get the life that you want. I hope that you'll access that because it's very powerful. Is fear holding you back? Is it really? When we approach, say, the fear of dying, the fear of death, it's likewise common that we start having regrets of what we did not do or things that we should have done or we should have done things differently. We can do many things aside from just worrying and being filled with fear of death anxiety, so to speak, and to reduce the discomfort of our family and friends when the day comes. A lot of times people, we will go out and say, worry about paying our bills. We'll make sure that we have the insurance coverage to cover our final expenses and the funeral services. We're preparing for the funeral service in advance. You know the story on how that goes, but that lends us a little comfort when we do these things. Sure, that doesn't mean that you have fear of death when you're doing these things. It's just showing responsibility to your loved ones. And in a lot of ways, that in itself can help you overcome the fear phobia, the fear of death phobia. Read more on my blog on why attitude is everything when wanting to overcome depression and letting go of stress and anxiety and fears in your life. I'd written a detailed article and it's at my blog. The link to that is also down below in the description area here at YouTube. You may have to click on show more to expand that area open to access that article. I put a lot of effort into this article. It's very lengthy, but very well received and easy to, very, very accessible. So I hope that you will dive into that article. Often when we act responsible out of love, it is soothing to our fear of phobia, as I just mentioned just a little bit ago. But each day we can implement some ideas to make our life more meaningful and give us a sense of life, of purpose and passion that brings forth miracles while we're here in this world. The Course in Miracles has a simple, easy to understand, profound principle when we're speaking of living your life of purpose, which really is about your passions. The Course in Miracles states, you are not at peace because you are not fulfilling your function. Now, I'll repeat that. By the way, keep in mind that I've also noted those words down below as well, because many of you have told me that you like to jot these down, so I'm always going to include those. But the Course in Miracles uses this principle for understanding why it's so important to keep a life of purpose and passion in the forefront of your mind. The Course in Miracles states, you are not at peace because you are not fulfilling your function. Wow, is that easy to understand or what? If you're not living according to your passions, if you're not aligned to a purpose that you feel you're here for, that certainly is going to lend some unpeaceful times for you. So try to see life in this world as a journey, which we are in control of, where we are part of this world, but however, it is not our real home. This thought alone, when contemplated deeply, can help when you're up against those thoughts of being terrified of death. Also, too, keep in mind that But while we're here in this world, as a way to begin overcoming fear of death, perhaps, or any of the fears that you're up against, we may learn to reflect the calm and bliss of heaven into this world, giving us a life of success. The internal bliss within you, that is your glimpse of heaven while you're here in this world. Follow this strategy and you'll see that this is how everyday miracles are manifested for living the life you want. Yes, I mean, bringing forth your passions and not settling for less. And this is why I urge that you seek out mindfulness meditation techniques, because it gets you to that alpha state. The alpha state is is the beginning of your creativity, where your creativity sits. I hope that you will check out mindfulness, because mindfulness meditation techniques have helped many people overcome their fears. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you think that you like my thought-provoking messages on here on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would just love to have you as one of my subscribers. Also, I always like to add, please keep in mind about your own life and how beautiful your inner awesomeness is and how beautiful you are within. And by realizing that beauty and learning to reflect it to the material world is what gives you a wonderful life of passion and purpose. And that, additionally, is why I urge that you learn to do some sort of mindfulness meditation technique that's comfortable for you. I do it daily. I couldn't live my days without it. I wish the best to you, and until next time, first of all, let me say I hope that you have the tremendous love in life, and tremendous love and success in life, and all the success the universe has in store for you. Until next time, God bless.